Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a part of my Is It Worth It series here on my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, my Is It Worth It series is pretty much just me going out, buying a product, trying that product out a couple of times, and then letting you know whether or not I think it is worth your time and your money. I don't know how many times I have bought a product and seriously would never have bought it if I had had some honest reviews on it and knew that it probably wasn't going to work for me, or it just really was not worth the money that they're asking for it. So that's why I started this series here on my channel, to hopefully give you guys some insight. So the product that I'm going to be featuring today is the Revlon Age Defying Firming and Lifting Foundation. Now, I totally know that I don't really need the firming and lifting side of this, but I heard about this foundation while binge watching LoveMelisaMichele here on YouTube. And we kind of have like the same skin type. She's oily. I'm very much oily, especially in the summer months, but also in the winter months. So she liked this. It worked well for her, so I decided I wanted to go ahead and try it as well. I've been having a little bit of problems with my skin lately. I've really been breaking out. It's calmed down a little bit right now, knock on wood. But it was really bad for the longest time. Things were either making me far too oily and therefore like contributing to my breakouts, or the formulation was just simply breaking me out, and I've been having a lot of trouble with my skin. So I took a chance and decided to go ahead and buy this foundation to try it out. So if you want to see what I have to say about the Revlon Age Defying Firming and Lifting Foundation, then just keep on watching. Like I said, I found out about this foundation by binge watching LoveMelisaMichele here on YouTube. If you've never checked out her channel or you want to see her review to this foundation, I will link that down below. I got this foundation at Walmart. I do live in Canada, so I don't know if the price is going to be like a little bit different for those of you in other parts of the world. But here in Canada, it cost me $17.49. So after taxes, it was over $18. I think that is a little bit ridiculous, especially for a drugstore foundation. Not gonna lie, I kind of cried when I saw the price of it, but I really wanted to try it out. So yeah, now, us girls, we do what we do for beauty, right? I'll read you guys what the foundation claims to do. So reading straight off of the Revlon website from my phone, it says, our advanced anti-aging multi-benefit makeup, firm, lift, hydrate, and cover. 93% of women saw noticeably improved skin. This all-in-one formula combines hyaluronic acid, a potent dose of moisturizing ingredients, and our exclusive triple lift complex. Relax the look of expression lines, give skin a smooth, tightened feel, and boost hydration 3 times for a radiant, rejuvenated look. After 8 weeks, skin feels tighter after 4 weeks, rejuvenated after 1. I don't necessarily know if I've really seen like a change in my skin. Like I said, don't need the firming and lifting qualities of it, but since I started using this foundation, my zits and acne and all of that have really calmed down. I don't know if that's because of like my skincare, but I've been using the same skincare that I was using with another foundation, and I was breaking out lots with that. So far the formulation of this does not break me out, which is amazing because I was getting really bad breakouts to the point where I just wanted to cry. I would say that this foundation is about a medium to full coverage. I'll insert a clip of me putting the foundation on one side of my face to the other side of my face. It is a thicker formula, so when I apply this foundation, I definitely prefer to use like a beauty blender or some sort of sponge like that. The sponge that you see me using is from Shoppers Drug Mart, and it's just like a knockoff beauty blender. I've never used a beauty blender, so I don't know if it's like exactly the same, but I'm assuming it works almost the same way that the beauty blender does. And I prefer to use the sponge to apply this foundation because of it being a little bit thicker. I find it tends to even it out and thin it out on my skin a little bit better. So like I said, I would consider this foundation to be about a medium to buildable full coverage foundation. I do have acne scarring on my face, as you can see, and it does cover it, but it doesn't cover it completely. Even when I build it up, you can still sort of see it. I personally don't prefer to build this foundation up because of how thick it is. When I try to build it, sometimes it looks cakey, and I am not about that cakey look. I tend to just use one layer of it, but I'm very much happy with the coverage one layer gives. What I really love about this foundation is the fact that it does not contribute to my oiliness. I can wear this foundation for about, I'd say 4 to maybe 5 hours before I really start to notice my oil breaking through the foundation. And when I say breaking through the foundation, I don't mean like my foundation starts to break apart, just my oil starts to show through. Any other foundation that I have tried so far, it doesn't control my oil that way. I could wear other foundations for about maybe 2 to 3 hours before I start to look like an oily mess. So I really love that this foundation doesn't add to my oiliness and actually helps keep it at bay for just a little bit. Typically prefer to only wear my foundations for 6 to maybe maximum 8 hours, just because that's how comfortable I am with it. But there have been days where I've had to go to work early in the morning and have applied my foundation at like 6 a.m. and worn the foundation for a solid 12 hours. I don't think that this foundation holds up very well for 12-hour wear, because after wearing it for about 12 hours, the foundation starts to break and it starts to just look disgusting on my face. Not only look disgusting, but it starts to feel disgusting. So I prefer to wear this foundation for about 6 to 8 hours, but I have worn it for 12 hours and my blush has stayed intact. It just starts to break up around my chin and my nose, and my skin really starts to feel disgusting. I don't know if this foundation is like miraculously doing anything for my skin, but it definitely hasn't broken me out, which is a plus. When I first tried out this foundation, I've had it for about 3 weeks now. When I first tried out this foundation, I didn't think there was anything spectacular about it. I was like, it's just a foundation, it's thick, it's not really given a glow or anything spectacular to my skin, so I was just kind of about it. But then after wearing it for like a week and then a week after that into where I am now, I really do enjoy this foundation. I appreciate the fact that it's not breaking me out and it's keeping me pretty matte throughout the day. It doesn't feel super heavy even though it's a thicker formula. And I think my skin looks pretty good right now. I mean, you can see all of my little imperfections and stuff, but that's to be expected, right? When it comes down to it, this foundation keeps me pretty matte and I'm extremely oily. It hasn't broken me out and it lasts pretty well throughout the day. The only thing that I don't like about this foundation is the price. 1 fluid ounce, so that's pretty much what most foundations are, is costing you pretty much 18 Canadian dollars. I do not think that this is really worth $18. I get that it's probably that much because of all of the like age-defying stuff that they've packed into this. I think it would be better if this foundation was like $13 to $15. So will I repurchase this? Maybe. If I can find another foundation that's a lot cheaper and is going to do almost the exact same things, then I probably won't repurchase it. But if I can't find anything that's going to do the same thing that this is doing, then yeah, I'll repurchase it. Do I think that this foundation is worth it and should you try it out? If you have really oily skin like myself and you suffer from foundations breaking you out because of how oily you are and you just can't find a foundation that keeps you matte, I would say sure, go ahead and try this out. But only if you're comfortable spending the $18. Pretty much have been using this foundation almost every day straight since I got it, and I've had good luck with my skin while using it. So yes, I would say go ahead and try it. If you got skin type like me and you got kind of problematic skin right now, but try it at your own risk. So that's it for this edition of Is It Worth It? Hopefully you guys found it helpful and that it wasn't all over the place. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, or if you have a product that you'd like to know whether or not it's worth it, leave it in the comments down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, that way you'll know exactly when there are new videos up for all of you guys. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.